There are two completely different types of drive, not like, but like drive. And understanding the difference in these and identifying what yours is and what your partner's is can be the difference between frustration and disconnect and understanding and coming together. I'm going to break them down. First and foremost, Dr. Emily Nagoski actually broke this down in her book, Come As You Are. If you haven't read it, 10 out of 10, highly recommend. There are two ways that we get excited and ready for the deed. You've got mental desire, which is known as spontaneous, and then you have physical excitement, which would be responsive. Most people think that these two happen at the same time when in reality they happen separately. And where you first feel excited is going to determine your drive type. To break it down in the most simplest of terms, spontaneous, you feel excited here and then you're like, well, let's do the things. Whereas responsive, you start doing the things and then you're like, oh, I'm excited. If you seem to be the partner in your relationship that always initiates, is always the one that wants it more, you're probably the spontaneous type. Whereas if you rarely think about it, rarely initiate, but once you get going and then after you're like, why don't I do this more? That was perfect. You're probably responsive. All people can experience both types. However, we all tend to lean one way or the other. And in general, men tend to be more spontaneous and women tend to be more responsive. Either of these is better than the other. And I think it's more important to sit down and recognize which one is me and which one is my partner, and how has this caused issues between us, and what can we do to kind of get on the same page. All the tips and suggestions and fun things to keep it nice and spicy and connected are over on my page. Go check them out.